Ahoy there, captains. This is the Absinthe again. I'm bringing you an update for September the 30th on what's going to happen in the next few days for for the Cryptobay metaverse. So to start off, as you can see here, there's a new button on our display called Leaderboard. And if you click here, you can see that Season 1 of Arena is about to start in a little over a day, and the prize pool is currently 200,000 pearl for those who reach the top of the leaderboard. This is in line with the Binance Expo. So we are hoping that as many captains as possible would try to compete to reach the top of the leaderboard, and not just for the daily quest, which is also amazing since we are not paying for gas or durability when we do arena. Currently, adventure mode does not provide any pearl rewards. It only provides XP, but this would change in on October 5, previously October 10th. Um, the developers are fast tracking the adventure mode so that on October 5 it will be released and no gas fees will be required to do adventure mode, and rewards will be back again and be available when players do adventure mode. Then right now it is still ideal to do adventure mode so that you could increase the levels of your ships and manage to upgrade them. But once October 5th hits, you would see more players coming in as the rewards to be a lot higher than it is now. Now, more players are also coming in due to the Binance Expo, which um, CryptoBay is participating in. And we've also joined the MVB 3 for Binance, and hopefully we win that as well. Now, aside from this, CryptoBay has also released an airdrop via CoinMarketCap. So just search for CryptoBay, CryptoBay or Pearl on CoinMarketCap. Scroll down here, click on airdrop, and complete the requirements here. Once you've completed it, the last step would be to fill out the form that will be available once the airdrop begins. So the airdrop event will start the same time that season 1 of Arena will start. Now, the prize pool for the GameFi Expo is $30,000 via airdrop. So, this is a good opportunity to earn and participate and support this project. Now, um, we would be also talking about um, the game on during the um, Binance Expo. So, please do support CryptoBay by watching that portion of the video, or support Binance in its entirety by watching their videos on NFT games. This is the future of gaming, and it would be a great way to show that it's a strong market with a lot of supporters. Another improvement that has been implemented on the game is the music and sound. I've currently disabled it since I'm recording, but there are soundtracks now for when you are on this home screen, and another soundtrack for when you're fighting in the arena, and sound effects for the attacks have also been implemented, making the game more colorful and enjoyable for players like us who spend a lot of time fighting in the arena and just staring at our beautiful ships. Now, the next update after um, the adventure mode has been fixed is, so as you can see here, it's currently the treasure map, which has already been teased on Telegram, where a quest would be appearing for the players, which they could accept and go through a series of encounters or missions before reaching the end of the treasure map or the X. Now, after that, um, mission transport would be released, and the end of Arena for the month of September and October, or season one would end on October the 30th. As you can see here, several of the items have already been completed, and some were added, such as music and sound, which was not previously here. And the developers are continuously developing the game faster and are targeting a full launch since harbors are already out and more players are eventually going to come in. Now, as you can see here on the wiki, there's also a new tab called Bug Bounty Program, and let's just go through it real quick. So, one of the things that the devs are trying to work is eliminating the bugs on um, the game. So, it is one of the highest priorities of the team. Um, Making sure that our assets are secure and free from being hacked or interfered with by malicious parties. So, with that in mind, um, there are continuous developments on the server side for the team, and this is a way for players to contribute and fix things on the game. So, if you're a um, software developer or a white hat hacker or just work in the industry and know your way around finding um, vulnerabilities in the system, this is a great way to earn money and help the project. So if you are able to find any bugs or vulnerabilities within the game, kindly report it, and you would be rewarded depending on the gravity or the severity of the bug that you find or the vulnerability. And it ranges from a minimum of 500 BUSD tokens to a maximum of 50,000 BUSD tokens. And these are all going to be gauged by the developers, the severity, and there are descriptions here on how to determine whether it is a um, low priority bug or if it's a critical bug, such as how it affects the players or the game itself. Now, you could read through the rules here, and of course, um, the instructions on how to submit your reports. And once that's done, they will contact you via email, and hopefully, we are able to clean up the game and make it ready for the continuous growth or the large surge of growth that's about to come. And another update for the wiki is the shipbuilding tab. It was previously blank. Now more information has been provided. Now there are currently less than 53,000 origin ships through the mystery box sale, and those that number will no longer increase. New ships will not be origin ships. They will not have an infinite number of dismantles. They would be limited to only seven dismantles, or they could only be used for shipbuilding seven times before they are no longer um, viable for shipbuilding, but they could still be used for other functionalities such as missions, adventure, and PvP. Now, as you can see here, the requirements for shipbuilding is a harbor, a dock, and three ships. So the harbor is currently on sale on the marketplace. Supplies are limited, so make sure to grab one if you're really interested in the game and want to invest. As once that's closed, it might be a bit of time before the harbor sale is implemented again. Now, shipbuilding costs wood, pearl, and adds one to the dismantle count of the ships. Now, the wood consumption is currently 10,000, so this might increase in the future, but currently it's consistent at 10,000. Um, from my previous video on the harbor, I mentioned that the cost of wood would increase as more ships are built. Um, we now have a confirmation that it is going to be a static 10,000 wood. Now, the cost for pearl and the dismantle count here, as shown as um, 500 and increases by 1.2, multiplied by 1.2, 1.4, 1.8, 2.5, 3.8, and 6 for the seventh. And there should be more here once that level is reached, since origin ships could be dismantled an unlimited number of times, but the cost would be a lot. So it might be same as the last cost, and or it might be slightly higher. Now, um, the cost here is based on the oracle. So the higher the price of pearl, the lower the pearl cost would be, and vice versa. So if the price is low, the cost of pearl to build a ship would be high. So this group maintains a balance so that pearl is burned and ship cost would not be that far off, and players would still be able to afford it. Now, the shipbuilding time is 10 days to build a ship, but because of the expectation that there will be a surge of players, that time has been reduced to 7 days temporarily. And but the average time would be 10 days, and origin harbors or harbor levels will reduce this shipbuilding time in the future. So, as mentioned here, a level 10 harbor can increase the efficiency of shipbuilding by 45%, so around 6.5 days or 6 days. And the different levels of docks would increase that even further by another 45%. And so the maximum is currently 50%. So a combination of the level of the harbor and the dock to a total of 50%. Now, now we finally have confirmation regarding the parts and um, their corresponding value. Based on this information, the amount or the stats of the ship is determined by the specific dinosaur bone that's on that specific ship part. So if you have a T-Rex on the keel part, your space would be high. And if you have a Eudemon part here, your space would be around 20. Now, when building a ship, there's a certain probability that it would mutate to a different part. So there's a 30% chance that it would mutate into another another dinosaur part, so it could be higher or lower, and a 70% chance that it would inherit one of the parts of the three ships you used. So if all three ships that you use have excellent parts on all of them, chances are um, the ship that you create would also be quite amazing. Now, this would play into pureness. So if you have pure ships that have all the best parts on the ship, um, having three of those would um, have a very high probability that the produced ship would also have high stats. Now, as mentioned in my previous video on the harbor, when you build a ship, there's a 1 in 10,000 chance or a 0.01% probability that the part would become a rare part or one of the Eudemon part. Now, for pureness, you could read through this on how to calculate this. One of the mods are working on developing charts, so hopefully he works on creating this guide as well to make it simpler for players. Now, that's the end of the shipbuilding wiki right now, and we're very happy that more information has been provided for clarity on the harbors, so that those who are still thinking whether or not they will be purchasing harbors could have more concrete data before they make their purchase. Last but not the least, tokenomics has also been updated. Now, Um, you could mint Pearl by participating in daily adventures and arena. So these two aspects of the game are already implemented, so we could earn Pearl from there. And um, the change comes now on token consumption. There are significantly more ways to burn Pearl um, projected for the game than previously listed. So we still have shipbuilding, harbor maintenance, ship repair, forging, which would be the creation of weapons for the ships, which would come soon. Now, bakery, which is another building available for the harbor, fishing missions, treasure map missions, and transportation missions would cost Pearl to participate in. Um, Turtle Task is another mission. Now, all production and life activities in Cryptobay Metaverse will consume Pearl tokens, just like dollar in the real society. Now, these are the new additions. So the arena room mod. So when you create a room for arena, that would cost Pearl. Boss fight, Ghost Ship, and the Black Pearl would cost Pearl to participate in. The tournament would have registration fees. Same with arena room and one on one and arena room 3v3. Now you also have the captain system. So captains um consume pearl as well. So if ships have repair, captains have physical recovery, combat recovery, mental recovery, and so on. So they have stats. And same with the pet. And when you plunder or raid another harbor, part of the raid would consume pearl. And of course, creating the guilds, which we are all excited about, being part of the pirate guild or the naval guild, would cost a guild fee. So this is just like in the real life or in other games. When you are in a guild, you are being taxed by the guild so that the guild has funds to operate. And this is true as well for CryptoBay. Now, Guild War, when your guild fights the other guild, that would also cost Pearl to participate in. And of course, Glory Battle for the Seven Warlords, as well as um, the Seven Takahashi and the Four Lords for would also cost a participation fee. And of course, even the future updates such as Sea Area Battle and of course One Piece War for the Pirate King all would consume Pearl. Now, as you can see here, um, the Pearl we produce now may seem like a lot, but as features are implemented, more and more ways of burning Pearl would be available. And those who are really enjoying this game, just like in other games, you spend money to um, fast track or participate in events. But since we're earning the pearls, um, we would be able to participate in all of this using the pearls that we earn. Now, that's the end of this update. I hope that helps you out. Have a great day, Captains.